Man made your religions. Man structured your religions. Man wrote into all of these religions those things that would make them in charge, put them in charge, degrade women. That was the first thing you had to do to make sure that they didn't take any of the power. Man and these religions and all of this garbage that has passed for religion, which has separated people and destroyed the earth and put people into bondage and fear and guilt, separated people from the universe, separated people from one another, is a creation of man. The storyline is the same. It was the same for Set and Horus. It was the same for Krishna. It was the same for Jesus. The same story. Listen to what I'm telling you. The story that you have taught and think is a Christian story or is a Jewish story originated at the beginning of time. It originated when words could first be spoken. It was in India. It was in Egypt. It's all the same story. The Son of God comes to earth. He struggles with that which is the evil. He destroys that which is evil, but he is bruised at the same time. He is born of a virgin. He resurrects from his death. It's always been that way. It's nothing new. It's not Christian. It's not Jewish. It's not Egyptian. It's universal, and it's written in the stars. And if you look up into the stars and you study the stars, you can find an Oceopus who is struggling with the serpent, and he's got his foot on the serpent, but the serpent is lifting his head up to a star which is called the crown. It's all astrological. It's all written in the stars. Long before it was ever put in any Bible or any book, it's written there. And so then you have to say, you have to put down, what my job here to do is to get you to cut away every relationship you have with your traditional religion. Cut away every relationship you have to do with countries or anything, with husbands, with wives, with children. Cut away all of the traditional concepts and become a free-thinking individual, because only by you becoming a free-thinking individual can the world be saved. Because if you follow the mob that has led you so far through atomic bombs and children starving and all the drugs and all the paraphernalia that comes from guilt and fear, if you follow that, then the world will self-destruct. But if you turn to that which is Uranus, he who is coming from Gaia, understanding the Jesus and the God principle, the resurrection, the salvation of the universe through this new age of Aquarius, if you will turn within, as Jesus said, then there will be salvation and the earth will be saved. But you can never do it by following the mob. You got to stand alone, and you got to walk alone. And Jesus came down to those disciples and he said, "Follow me." And that's what he's saying, because he's inside of you. And there's a voice inside of you saying, "Follow me." But that's it all. But my parents will get mad. He says, "Follow me." My church will get mad. He says, "Follow me." My government will get mad. He says, "Follow me." And once you follow him, there are no longer any boundaries. You're no longer American. You're no longer Protestant or Catholic or Christian. You are a member of the universe. You're no longer male or female. You are a human being, and you are one with the nirvanic blessing which is pouring down through the stars and through the universe in the person of the second coming of Christ. That's what you have to understand. That's what you have to be. And all of your pride, which has been part of the destruction of this earth, has got to stop. And you have to turn yourself to that which is God and follow him. The picture of Jesus and Satan is drawn from the relationship of Set and Horus. The picture of Jesus sitting on the lap of Mary is actually copied from a statue from Egypt of Horus, little Horus, sitting on the lap of Isis. So what is there to argue about?